Erokamano. Iluonga ni Dackson Agoi. An head teacher to japuonj ma teacher. Comprehensive school mantie Wasimbete ward. Ane location miluongo ni Wasimbete Wasimbete location. Nyamaraga sub location. Kaka ibiro dalaka adawacho ni yudo kwan gi games kits mag nyithi school. I'm sorry, wacho ni gin mag club, to gin mag club gin mag skundewa. Primary schools meko mantiere Wasimbete. Sani to CBC tiyo loka ni comprehensive school. Koriwo chakre ECD nyaka junior classes. Koro nyabedo piny tasebedo kaneno rem mantiere skundewa mag primary. Kabir kich lwet gi chiek. To asipuonjo Wasimbete ka higni 19. To most of the time no ka nyithindo dhi sports, gocho gi korgi nono, moko kwa lewni mag club, moko bira gi uniform mar school. So it touched me kaka an achiel kuom japuonj, and I thought it wise. Nyabed piny mondo mi organize skundewa primary schools 19 te mantie Wasimbete. Mondo giyud uniforms, magidhi tugo go games as from after the midterm. On gi ball games. Koro no wanyiewo na uniform school ka school. Amiyo pair lewni 13. That means 11. Mag jogo mantie action gi ji ariyo at least majok manya bedo reserves.
Wasebedo ka waneno kata kinde mokalo ka brand sports clubs mopogore opogore e gwenge mag Wasimbete ward kimiyo gi games ki support gi gimoro amora matters pertaining games. Yani nitiere kaka chunyi ni e weche mag games kata yero games koso nitiere kaka idwani mondo ikony nyithindwa e weche mag talents.
Adir manitie, one, I'm a games teacher. Aero games, and because of the CBC pathways, wachagi kanyo, it means ni those games are very important sani. Nyithindo te manage talents, we must try to encourage your talents, so that at the end of the day, where nyithindo moko manyalo kama bitugo somewhere far, kata kana kobere class, but psychomotor ne, onyalo go mpira, onyalo ringo. To gima nyalo encourage nyathina na cha, yani sama koro kodhi e pap tembo rwako uniform. Jowete ne benene onyango moro kratino moro has changed from school uniform now, orwako games attire. So that one can give him a morale. Mondo mi udhi tuk maber, obed active, to talent ne bedo maber gero. It's not only this, happened nyaka last year, anga a sponsor Talanta Mashinani, ma Wasimbete. Last year, watemo the same, mondo edu talents, and I'm very happy nyaka sani. Aso winuka nyithindwa moko se kao dhia clubs mopogore, kana kuwu kum Talanta Mashinani. Nyaka this year, we are still going to do the same. An yearly tournament, mwakuzo go Talanta Magjowa. So sports is in me, and as a leader, nyaka ger talent mar ng'at machielo, so that tomorrow kada ka onge onyalo yudo kaka onyalo konyore through his talents.
Wasebedo ka waneno kata club moro nitiere ma form iluongo ni Wasimbete FC. Wasimbete FC osebedo kadhi mbele KCTV andi ogo mpira oromo clubs mopogore opogore kwa Kuria, Nyatike, kumora amora. Wasebedo ka waneno ka gidhi maber. Gi plan mar gi club ni mar Wasimbete mari maine chako.
Nyaka sama wuoyo kod ane patron ma Wasimbete FC. Kendo wasebedo kwa participate. Waseluongo friendly matches. Waseformo team. Wasenyo enough equipment ma pano nyalo dwaro mondo watugi. My main aim gi Wasimbete FC and at the end of the day this year atimo registration mar that club obede division 2 mar FKF mondo gichak tugo From there, ibingegi across the country. Some players can be both goal together the teams. So that is what I want. Nyithindo gi talents gi ong'ere. Kigibeda beda kod gi bumbuka. To talents gi ong'ere outside Wasimbete.
Ka wadok chien, wasebedo kwa neno challenges kaka sports clubs madongo dongo kaka Gor Mahia. Gisebedo ka gibedo faced gi challenges mopogore opogore in terms of fundings. In kaka patron mar Wasimbete FC, be nitiere any challenge moro ma ise undergo?
Nyaka gi sani ok adawacho ni aseno challenge. Bara gima aseno matin nitie jok barwa kes politics. Siasa. Imano gima Agoi oloso mondo okonye ke siasa. That is not my major aim. Siasa nitie to bro kalo. Gima ng'eni nitie maduong' ka konyo talent mar ng'ato. Machieng' moro ng'ato gocho somewhere. Owuok nyaka outside the country. Nyaka gweng' moa bro winjo the weight mar kony mane wakonye no.
Kane nitiere talanta mashinani mane dhi mbele higa mokalo kata season mokalo, nitiere clubs mano otugo maber to noyudo mich mopogore opogore. E michgo waneno ka ondik ni nyathi ma the best player idhi ter oko kata idhi bedo sponsored outside the country.
Very true. We still have the plans. Gima notamo wa yiero ni yiero mano wa yiero godo ok otimore maber. Ng'ato ka ng'ato ndwa ni nyathine obed the best player. Team ka team ne wan ng'ane is the best player. Wakoro neno ka nokelo commotion and I had to stop it a little bit. Mondo mi through Wasimbete FC now eka madhi yudo the best player. Because pok aneno ka gidhi tugo oko kitino da register gi division 2 mondo wane ka gin gi frequency of matches. So the frequency of matches magidhi bedo gono being is one who is now our best and how can we sponsor him to go to academy in Brazil. That's where my target was because I have friends there. Mondo tell the corner for even one man also some skills. Some would go back, would go punjo moko be. Ni gimane no oko this and this one or encourage your mama. So no kwatime at that time because the commotion was there. Jok moko na yuare. Konomi na chungi because okairo gima dhi jikoko. I like peace.
Osebedo ka wachore ni club mar Wasimbete FC ma ine patron mar ni osebedo ka dok chien e weche mag tuke kalor ni moko be wacho ni nyithindo nyocha onge dhi e skul. Akia ni plan mane ma in godo mbele ka ndiko pod nyithindo odiogo dala. Be nitiere any friendly match ma ipango kata tuke moko moro amora mipango mar romo gi club mar Wasimbete?
I'm very happy about that. And my team is working around the clock. Captain Mara is very active and the coach, that is Mapunda. Mapunda, that is Elisha Diambo, also plan a lot of activities. But once you can be the half term, most of our players in this school. Mara energetic and creative. Kuro kwadwar mondo me wawegi oko. So as the captain suggested with the plus our team, wayue matin to care school we pick. Ano kana gingi team mo gbe go chonyatike. Gingi team mo no biro ma Kisumu, gingi team achiel mane Awendo, gingi team to ma Ogwedi and many more. Nyaka Kuria there was another team. So I think immediately they close. Or be half term, we shall resume. Mondo team practices matin, then we start our friendly matches. As we await mondo wadonjo watimango wachaka go division 2 league. I as a teacher and a sports lover, I've seen a lot of challenges in our primary schools.
Right.
So for your correction, these uniforms or the jerseys or the game kits are not for clubs, but they are specifically for our primary schools in Wasimbete ward.
Okay.
We have 19 schools, and each school has benefited to get around 13 shirts and 13 t-shirts that are branded by the name of the school.
Yeah.
I donated this one so that I can encourage our participants so that they can work hard and improve their talents. Last term, I was impressed when I saw a school just from interior called Obembo, JSS. Their children went to nationals, handball, and they played well. There were several deficits in that school. You could see that the children couldn't have the exact uniforms they were borrowing from clubs. And that one taught me a lesson that touched in my heart, that these students should be encouraged. By encouragement, I mean when we give them enough facilities, we give them enough equipment, I'm very sure we can produce some good players who can actually participate well and lead the nation in future. I've seen some bright students participating well in curriculum activities, but those maybe who are not blessed academically, they can still use their psychomotor to make them earn a living.
Right.
So my intention with these schools and these our young children is to encourage them so that they can build on their talents. Even when they go to the field, they don't go to the field in school uniform, but I want them to put on games attires. To me, this one is going to encourage them, despite the fact that they are coming from different backgrounds. But when they meet in the field in the same games kit, that uniformity makes them to feel that they are part and parcel of one another, and what they are doing can be done more better when cooperation is put in place. So that is why I decided to buy all these uniforms. I donated them to the schools, and by tomorrow we are going to commission the distribution very early in the morning, so that each and every school to receive theirs. As we prepare for this term 2 co-curricular activity, that is ball games, we want them to use them in the field so that they can explore their talents.
Mwalimu, last year we saw you sponsoring games, that is Talanta Mashinani games that took place last year, and it was successful. We saw you distributing the games kits to different clubs, different students who are participating in games, and during the games you told us, or you said that a talented student will be ferried or will be sponsored into Brazil so that he will gain more talents from up country. Which plans do you have? Do you still have such plan?
Thank you, Steve. I always say and dance the tune. I'm not a person who speaks water and drinks wine. That means that I'm still having that solid plan of taking one of the students to go and do some studies for 1 month to look at how other people are doing it outside, so that I can bring the same knowledge back to our village. We were to do it in April, but during our selection and the field, there was some little bit of commotions. Everybody was complaining that maybe his participant was best. So it didn't come out all that well, but I didn't like things dealing with the commotions. And that's why I formed something known as Wasimbete FC. And then we agreed that from this Wasimbete FC, we shall get one of our best from our club now. So it will not matter what was his primary club. But now we are talking about Wasimbete FC, which is a comprising of all other clubs in Wasimbete, because we picked players from all the clubs that we thought could be good players. So in August, we are going to have some tournaments, because we are registering our Wasimbete FC, whereby I am the patron. We are going to have several tournaments. Then from these tournaments, we are still, because we already have identified some 2, but we want to now know who is best among us, or between the 2. Then after getting the one that is best, then we can see how we can start organizing for his visa, and then the thing, look at his passport. We can take him to some friends in Brazil for a football academy, because I think I know around 2 that I wanted to take them to in Campinas City, that's located in Brazil.
Mwalimu, there might be a student or a player who is a non-resident from Wasimbete, and he has been happy of what you've been doing to the residents of Wasimbete or players of Wasimbete, how can you help such a student or a person who is talented in games ball? Because during the Talanta Mashinani, you said that nobody will be allowed to play in Wasimbete if you are not a member of Wasimbete.
Steve, my point is still very clear.
Yeah.
My first primary goal, I must start from home because charity begins at home. So I still have that principle that the first ones to be given an opportunity should be a student or a participant from Wasimbete Ward. And for that matter, even now, I want to tell you for free that there are several students that we sponsored in high schools. I have 3 at Mubachi, some at Luala, some at Kanga, and several other schools that I've paid school fees for because of their talent that I saw in the field.
Right.
So I am specifically still looking into the fact that I want to build the talent starting from home, that is Wasimbete.
Right.
At the end of the day, if time will allow us well, I will also consider those who are coming from out. But my primary goal and objective is only from Wasimbete before getting out of there. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dackson Agoi.
I want to speak it very clear that I came from a humble background. And for a very short story is that during my Form 3, I dropped out of school. Me dropping out of school was based on the fact that I lacked school fees. And because I was in their day school, I could still pop in because I had that need of coming to school, into school. When it reached Form 4, a certain Catholic priest by the name Father Leso came into my aid when the school had lacked one student to make it 15 so that we could get at the center.
Right.
They tried looking for every corner to get a student, but they didn't get. And this one made me to get an opportunity. And the priest paid for me school fees for the registration of KCSA. And that was 6,900, if I can just remember very well. Through that, I managed to go sit for my exams, though I didn't sit in class for long, but I was studying from home. But I'm very sure that if you have a passion, one day it will have to come. Through that one, I know what pertains to help. And I understand how people are coming from humble background with several challenges. This year alone, I paid 1.8 million school fees for our 600 students in Wasimbete Ward. At the least that I gave was 3,000, but the highest I gave was 10,000. Those who are in the universities and several colleges. We also have the 5,000, 7,000, so on. I've been helping, and even today, I wrote some 2 checks for 2 who were sent home. I have that ambition that even at the end of this year, by December, we shall be giving out, through myself and my foundation, I'll be giving out some more bursaries. As we speak right now, Steve, I've been able to build 217 houses in Wasimbete. That is from 2017 to now. 217 for the widows. And we also have those who are vulnerable. They are men, but they cannot afford to get a house. So we also consider that. I continue, even this week, I'm going to do another house at Jumbo for a widow. Last week I completed one at Giribe, and we are still working on. If the resources are there, we have the passion to help. We will continue helping until maybe our resources are meager to continue helping.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Dackson. And also, in conclusion, we've seen you severally helping the members of the community in touching each and every community within Wasimbete Ward. Do you still have such plans for the groups or members of the communities that you've not touched?
I'm happy about this because I'm looking at those people who are down, and then I wanted to see how I can uplift them to go a little bit higher.
Right.
That's why I've been visiting clans. And when I go to these clans, I try to identify the problems. What are the challenges?
Okay.
Of which most of them, I find some of them have got no bedding, some have got no school fees, some of the widows are sleeping outside. So that is where I identify the problem. So I've been visiting them. Sometimes I could buy them chairs as a clan. I have even started merry-go-rounds and the table banking in different clans within Wasimbete, so that the money can circulate within them. At the end of the day, each one of them can be able to borrow money from this particular group, do some little bit of business, return back the money, so that this money can grow. Within 1 year, as my target is, the group or the clan will have some substantial amount that they have collected from borrowing and doing their business.
Right.
If God willing, by 2027, we want to have a circle for Wasimbete, whereby all these people now who are registered, who are doing their table banking, because we also encourage them to go and register. Even have one here that just bought me the materials that they are going to go into register.
Right.
This one is the Matega Face Women Group. The group meeting held on such a day at Morina Kinyi's home.
Right.
This is telling they want me to help them to register this.
Okay.
I think you can see the documents, the IDs are here.
Right.
This shows them that we are interested in helping to make sure that these people are self-reliant. That's what is one of my targets in our Wasimbete ward. I just want that most of our clans, because I thought otherwise if you do it in a group, that could be a challenge. But when I go to a specific clans, I will easily identify the problems and I see how best we can help this clan to be together, and then they initiate their own projects that they can man within their own parameters as a clan, and then from there we can see how we look at it at the end of around 2 years. Are we able now to make up a circle? And if we make up a circle, the people can be able to borrow money from this circle. All our students, basically, those who will be hustling by that time, can also get an opportunity to serve in this circle as they still wait for further employment and any other thing to come. Some will need to go to universities, some to colleges. By that time, we want to put them together, give them some little bit of the work. They can help us educate these particular women. They can go to different groups, see how these people are borrowing and then returning back the money. By that time, I believe that these hustlers, will be the students by then, whom we've supported from all the way from maybe the county bursary, the CDF bursary, my own bursary, and also the other people. They will get something now to get back to the family and the society at large.
I see, Mwalimu, you are introducing Hustler Fund to the residents of Wasimbete. Is it right?
No, the name is very different because I've never dealt with the Hustler Fund. That is for the national government. But mine will get a name when time comes. We shall sit down with the residents, with the communities, the chair people from these different clans, and we come up with a different factor and factions that can help us come out with a correct title that will be used to implement the objective of the fund.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Dackson. I see you have got good dreams for the residents of Wasimbete, especially those who are who are having the basic needs problems. So, just in conclusion, your last word or your last wish to the residents of Wasimbete ward.
Allow me to thank the residents of Wasimbete ward because they have been good people, and I still believe most of them are good people. And I just want to say that anybody who does politics of clanism, tribalism, is an enemy of development. I just want to encourage the people of Wasimbete to come together solidly so that we can have a very, very compact development plan, regardless of where somebody was born, where somebody comes from, the dialect or the language that one speaks. All I want is where you are from. Nobody applied to be born in a village, but we are found there celebrating that so and so has been born in such a particular village. So what I want to say to Wasimbete, let us avoid politics of tribalism and let us come together to put our development agendas on table. We see how we can develop Wasimbete within the span of this period that God is still giving us opportunity to do it. And last but not least, let me say that I want to wish all the students who are going to participate with these uniforms all the best. The teachers who will be training them, let them do good training so that we can, especially with the JSS, we will be going with the same team till I pray that you get to the nationals without mixing. Also, the primary section, I know we have the challenges. Please let them do the best selection so that we can go with these students far to the nationals. So that at the end of the year, we also find an opportunity that we can take our children to play in East Africa games. Like this time they are going to Rwanda. Those who played well or participated well in athletics and handball will be going to Rwanda. So I also want to encourage our teachers to do the best, that we can also get our children to be taken outside the country so that they can also explore their talents from the other nations.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dackson Agoi, teacher of Machicha Primary School. He has been a pillar and advocate for the people, the basic need groups in the Wasimbete ward, that is